Oh yeah, it's time for another Mark's Comic Haul. Yo. So, new this week stuff on this haul. This is going to be a packed one, but I'm going to try to get through it quick if I can. So I got new this week books, Marvel, DC, Independent, and then I've got some recent back issues that I picked up extras of, some of which are pretty hot now. And then I went to Red Pegasus and they had a 4th of July sale and picked up some, there's their sticker, picked up some dollar comics from them, and I'm going to show you those too. So let's get right into it. If you guys are new to this channel and you enjoy this content, my name is Mark Walters. This is called Mark's Comic Haul, y'all. I hope you guys enjoy this, and please do me a favor, like and subscribe down below. I would very much appreciate it. I am trying to grow this channel as much as I can, so that would help. All right, so we'll get into the new this week stuff first. This is DC. We got Batman number 110. I forget the name of this character here. Oh, Peacekeeper 01, I think. Yeah, Peacekeeper 01. I think that's the name of that character that Batman is fighting on the cover. That's cover A. This is cover B by Jock. Pretty nice cover. I heard some stores were selling out of this cover, so nice cover. Batman 0 Point. This is the Fortnite, Batman Fortnite. This is, I guess, cover A by Mikkel Janin. Pretty cool. Cover car outside, which is funny because it's like 3 o'clock in the morning when I'm recording this. Batman Fortnite 0.6. I don't know if I said the number of the issue, but that's the issue. This is cover B, and I can't remember who did this cover. Can't find a signature on here. Oh well. Anyway, there's cover B. Harley Quinn there. You guys see a signature? Is there a signature anywhere? I don't see it. And then this is cover C, Batman Fortnite 0 Point number 6. This is by Mustard, I think. Yeah. Yeah, I think that's who that is. So, there we go. Yep. Batman Secret Files, The Signal, number 1. This is cover B by Cully Hamner. There was a cover A, and it's actually not a bad cover A, but Cully's a buddy of mine, so I decided to go ahead and pick up the Cully Hamner cover, and Cully co-created The Signal, so I figured it was appropriate to pick up his cover. Justice League number 64, first appearance of the United, also featuring Justice League Dark. This book seems like it might have a little bit of heat on it, seeing as how it's a first appearance and all. Got a couple of those. Okay, let's get into the Marvel stuff. Avengers number 46. This is the start of the World War She-Hulk storyline. WWSH, World War She-Hulk Part 1. Pretty nice cover with that red background there. I just grabbed one of those. Extreme Carnage came out this week. There were several different covers. Extreme Carnage Alpha. I just got the Scotty Young cover because I thought it was cute. And, you know, I went down the road of King in Black and all the other stuff. You know, what is it? Planet of the Symbiotes and all that. I just don't want to buy a whole bunch of Carnage books, so I just got the one. Hellions, number 13. Now, this is cover B. There is a cover A that's actually pretty nice. This book features a first appearance of Zeta, I think. But it's like a new hit team. And anyway, this is cover B. This cover at the shop that I went to sold out. So you got all these Psylocks on here. Pretty nice. This is a Douterman, Russell Douterman cover, and I just had a feeling that this was going to be a hot cover. So I pre-ordered 2 of them, and I'm glad I did because they actually sold out before it even hit the stands. This is the Immortal Hulk number 48, cover A by Alex Ross, of course. Beautiful. And then this is the Homage cover B by Joe Bennett of Immortal Hulk number 48. And I'm not really sure which cover this is homaging. Usually you can kind of tell, you can spot the covers that the book is homaging, but this one, what does that say? Joe Bennett. I can't read the rest of that. Anyway, it's a nice cover. It seemed to be the more popular of the two. Man, I was happy to get this. I love these facsimile editions. I just wish they were a buck or two cheaper. But this is Werewolf by Night, number 32, first appearance of Moon Knight. And this is the Marvel facsimile edition. I've never had this book. I'll probably never own this book. So it was nice to have a nice, cheap reader copy of it. So yeah, happy about that. X-Men #1 was another big book this week. There were several different covers for X-Men #1. And I gotta be honest with you, I wasn't really crazy about any of them. And I kind of avoided it because of that, because nothing really jumped out. I mean, there was like no Campbell cover, no Art Adams cover, not even like a Todd Nauck cover. There was nothing that really jumped out at me, except I did enjoy this Scotty Young variant cover, and this also seemed to sell out at the store that I went to. So, happy that I got that. And then I also picked up the Rob Liefeld X-Force, I'm sorry, not X-Force, X-Men. This is the Deadpool 30th anniversary cover. And this cover also sold out at the store that I went to. So these two covers sold out, but they had all the other covers. I could have gotten as many as I wanted of like the regular covers, and none of them really spoke to me, so I just got those two. I might go back and get a couple, but I'm telling you, there's just nothing really inspiring about them. So, and you know, it's like they're rebooting X-Men again. So, all right, so this is the independent stuff. I actually got quite a bit of independent stuff this week. I was kind of surprised. This is Fight Girls, #1 of 5. It's a new series from Upshot, written by Frank Cho, featuring art by Frank Cho as well. And yeah, this is the Frank Cho cover A. It's kind of like a Hunger Games type of story about these girls that have to survive, and they going up against like dinosaurs and stuff like that. Looks like it might be interesting. There is a cover B to that by Mike Deodato Jr., but the cover A I thought was far superior, so I just grabbed cover A. Geiger #5, I'm sorry, #4, Geiger #4. This is the Gary Frank cover A. Geiger is one of those books that they do several different covers for it. I wish it was just, you know, one or two, but they do several. And then this is, I don't know if they call it cover D or cover E, but this is also by Gary Frank. I mean, come on, Gary Frank's doing 2 different covers for each book. Granted, those are the ones I usually buy, but, you know, they could just have him do one. This is a new book from Black Mask called God Killer Tomorrow's Ashes, I believe is the name of the book. And this sold out at the store I was going to. Really pretty cover. I'm not sure who the artist is there. Kind of Peach Momoko-esque, but it's not Peach Momoko, which is rare in and of itself that Peach Momoko is not doing a cover. Anyway, I grabbed a couple of those because I had a feeling that might be a hot book. There was a variant cover for that, like a 1 in 10, but I didn't think it was that great. Carmen #5. I've been enjoying this book. Beautiful artwork by Gilliam March. And yeah, happy to get that. This is a new book. I didn't know anything about it, and I didn't get one of the cover A's. I grabbed the 1 in 10 instead, and this is called Mamo, or Mamo. I don't know what the proper pronunciation is. I'm guessing it's Mamo. But Mamo #1, the 1 in 10 copy variant by Nguyen. I just thought it was really nice artwork, and almost has kind of a, God, I don't even know what, Michael Kaluta thing going on. You know, I mean, it's pretty cool. But I don't know anything about the book. I did pick up the book and I flipped through it and it looked interesting, so I may go back and grab a cover A so that I can read it and just hold on to that one. This was purely a cover buy. I haven't been picking up this book, but this cover I thought was pretty cool. This is Jay Anacoleto's cover B for Man Goat and the Bunny Man. Perhaps one of the best comic book titles to come out of this year. Yeah, look at that. Pretty sexy. Man Goat and the Bunny Man. So, yeah, that was just purely a cover by. Alright, so this is kind of a big book of the week as far as independents go. Skybound X. This is an anthology book that features multiple stories, including Manifest Destiny, Ultra Mega, Rick Grimes 2000, which is like a futuristic Rick Grimes from The Walking Dead. But the main reason I picked this up is because this features the first appearance of Clementine, which is a character that got popular from the Walking Dead video game. So there's Clementine, and there's a story on the inside featuring Clementine as well. So I went ahead and grabbed a couple copies of that. Might be hot, you never know. It's hard to say. Oh my darling, oh my darling, oh my darling Clementine. Anybody know that song? Am I just singing that for my own benefit? And then this is the Charlie Adlard Walking Dead. I guess this, I don't know if they just did, I think they did like 4 different covers or 5 different covers. And I just grabbed that one that I showed you and this one. So, yeah. And I went ahead and splurged and got the 1 in 10 copy variant. This is by Walden. This is basically the black and white of the Clementine cover. You were gone and lost forever, oh my darling Clementine. Anybody? Just me? And then this is the black and white of the Charlie Adlard cover. 1 in 10. The price they had on these was fairly low. Otherwise, I probably wouldn't have bought them. So, Sleigh Bells. This is a new Bad Idea book. It's a one-shot featuring Santa Claus Sleigh Bells by Zeb Wells and La Fuente. And yeah, it looks like it might be fun. Kind of a thick book. So there you go. So that's all my new this week stuff, but hang on because I've got more stuff to show you. Let me just put these back in here. Okay. Hold on, folks. Man, I am cranking out videos. This is my 3rd video this week. There for a while I was kind of a bit of a drought, and now I'm starting to really crank videos out. So I guess you could say I'm back, baby. All right, so I picked up some recent back issues. Some of these came from Louisville Comics, which is a news store that I've been going to. I thought I had a flyer of theirs around here, but I guess I don't. You just look up Louisville Comics, Lewisville Comics. I thought it was cool. They threw in a Walking Dead, one of the 25 centers. What is that, issue 163? Anyway, I guess they had some of those left over, so they just threw one in the bag. I thought that was kind of cool. Catwoman 2021 Annual. This is cover B. I did not pick this up last week, so I went ahead and grabbed a copy since I missed it. Web of Spider-Man number 2. They had held a couple of copies for me because I guess it sold out. I was kind of surprised. This is a Black Cat Annual of the Infinite Destinies number 1. This is the Ron Lim connecting cover. Now, you guys might know this book got really hot and sold out. I did not get this cover when I picked it up, so I thought, why not? It's a hot book. Who knows? This is the Phil Jimenez cover for X Factor number 10. X Factor number 10 is now a hot book because it features, I guess I can say it by now because if you don't already know, it's out there. But this book features the death of Wanda, Scarlet Witch, in like the last page. Or I don't know, we'll find out if she's dead. Certainly look like she's dead. But hey, it's comic books, so no one's ever really dead. Anyway, this is the Phil Jimenez cover. And I picked up one copy from them and one copy from Red Pegasus. And then I got a copy of X Factor number 4, or X Factor number 10, the regular cover A. I got one copy from Louisville Comics, and then I managed to get a couple more copies from Red Pegasus, and a couple more copies from Boomerang Comics, which is another Louisville comic shop that I go to. So I am stocked on X Factor 10. I don't know if that book's going to be anything, but, you know, just in case. And then I did manage to get another copy of Black Cat Annual, The Infinite Destinies. This is a super hot book right now, sold out everywhere, new characters, and supposedly it's going to lead into something big, so we'll see. I got that from Boomerang as well. And then also picked up, I believe these were from Boomerang Comics. This is Spawn number 319, the black and white 1 in 5 variant. I just picked up a couple more copies. Cygor cover by Todd McFarlane. They just had them out for cover price, so I figured why not. And then Boomerang Comics has a bunch of dollar boxes where like everything in the boxes, there's recent stuff in there, there's older stuff in there, but everything's a buck. And I go through them every now and then because sometimes I find some cool stuff, and I just grab like 6 books. But this is Warlock 5 number 1. This is just an old Aircell book. Dennis Beauvais, who you might know from doing the airbrushed artwork in Dark Horse's Aliens comic book, the second series that they came out with. He's the guy who did the artwork in this. It's a really cool book. I love this book because it was one of the first comic books I picked up when I started collecting comics back in like the early 90s, and I always had a soft spot for it. It actually has a lot of potential. Like, they could make a movie out of this easy. Anyway, it's a nice book. It's got a few dings. Like, it's not perfect, but because of that black cover, it's hard to find it like in perfect shape. Got another copy of Werewolf by Night number 1 for $1. You know, the new Werewolf by Night. This book seemed to sell out most places I went to, so anytime I can find it that cheap, I'll grab it. I am not a big fan of the Marvel New Universe stuff, but some of them I think are okay just because they have good artwork or whatever. This is a copy of Justice number 1, featuring artwork by Jeff Isherwood. And the real reason I picked this up, because I think I have this book, I probably have multiple copies of it, but this copy, and it's hard to see because the bag is a little bit old, but this copy looks like it just came off the printer press. Like, there is nothing wrong with this. I mean, it is just gorgeous. Hasn't been read. And I saw it and I just thought, you know, for $1, why not? It'll probably never be worth anything, but oh well. If I see Jeff Isherwood, I'll get him to sign it. A-Force number 4. I picked this up because it features Queen Loki. And right there on the cover, too. Cover and story, Queen Loki. Have you guys been watching Loki? Oh my god, this latest episode is incredible. It is packed with Easter eggs. Just awesome. Like, I don't know how they're going to top this episode because it was so good. Anyway, I don't know. I just thought that was a cool book and I didn't have it. This I thought was cool. This is Invincible Iron Man number 332. Does anybody know what this is? I'm curious. Other than just being a really lame-looking 1990s book. Well, I'll tell you. See that? This is the final issue of the original Iron Man run. Before they, like, restarted it, did the whole Heroes Reborn thing and all that. So this is the final issue of the Legacy title. And I guess they started that back up with like the new numbering or whatever. But talk about a low-ordered, hard-to-find book. I've never seen this book. I've never seen this book. Except for maybe the day it came out back whenever that was in the 90s. Does it have the date on here? Oh yeah, 1996. Wow, 1996. Right there. So yeah, I've never seen this book. And I always tell you guys, if you find the last issue of a title, especially a long-running title like this, it's never a bad idea to pick it up because someone is going to be looking for it at some point, and you know it's going to be a low-ordered book. And then last but not least, from the dollar comics, why not? Die #1. This is the third printing of Die #1, and basically the middle part I think is about the same as in the first printing. It's the black background that's kind of the giveaway. But since the indicia and everything is on the back, I just went ahead and put a little note on here, third printing. And I didn't have this. I actually have first printings of this book, but I didn't have a third printing of that book. I think I even have second printings. Okay, so that's like the new recent stuff I picked up from a couple different comic shops. Now, I'm going to go through... Red Pegasus had a 4th of July sale. And one of the things that they did, once again, I'm going to plug my friends at Red Pegasus. This is their sticker. That's their symbol right there. As you can see, it's a little short box of comics. And yeah, I thought this was a cool little sticker. They had a box of books that I think were supposed to be $1.50, but they were just charging $1. Or maybe they just charged me $1. I don't know. But anyway, so these were all $1. And yeah, I got some cool stuff. I was kind of happy with what I picked up here. So let me just see if there's anything I want to highlight. Well, yeah, all right. I'll put that last. Okay, so this is Batman number 107. Yeah, 107. First appearance of the Ghost Maker for $1. It's a book I already had, but I thought, hey, why not for $1? Can't beat that. Get an extra copy. Batman number 108, first full appearance of Miracle Molly. Sure, for $1, why not? Black Cotton number 1. This is the second printing. I have a couple of first printings of this, but I had not picked up the second printing, and I just thought for $1, why not? I have something in my eye, sorry. So yeah, Black Cotton number 1, second printing from Scout Comics. As Mike from Comic Crypt to Castle Hills likes to say, this is haha number 3. And I think I have the cover A, which has the mime on the front, the clown on the front, and he's kind of standing there like holding his hand out. I didn't have this cover B, so for $1, happy to get that. Very happy to get these. Heroes Reborn number 1, the Art Germ cover, the one that we all jokingly say is the Wonder Woman cover. It's Power Princess, but it certainly looks like it could be color changed and made into a Wonder Woman cover. But no, that is not Wonder Woman on a Marvel comic. That is Art Germ doing Power Princess. And they had 3 of those, so I picked up 3 of them. Heroes Reborn number 1. This is the Carlos Pacheco variant cover. It's got all the characters on there. Didn't have it, so picked it up. I think I wanted to pick this up when it came out, but the copy that was at the store I went to was a little damaged. So, happy to get that for $1. This is the Stormbreakers variant for Heroes Reborn number 4 by Carmen Carnero, featuring Captain Marvel. And it's just a book I didn't have, and I thought, why not? So as you can see, Stormbreakers variant, Heroes Reborn number 4. Heroes Reborn number 6, Power Princess cover. I just really dig this cover. I think the artwork's great. Power Princess looking all badass there. This is kind of a hot book right now. Young Squadron number 1 from the Heroes Reborn line, because it features Kamala Khan, Miles Morales, and what is his name? Sam, the new Nova. What is his last name? Why can't I think of it? Anyway, they become different characters in this book. So as you can see, it's got their original characters and then the new characters that they become in this book. So, and from what I could see, that book sold out at most stores I went to. Suicide Squad number 3. This is cover B, the cardstock variant. I don't think I picked it up. I'm pretty sure I didn't pick it up. If I did, I only maybe got 1. And it's a nice cover. And then Suicide Squad number 4, the cover B, and I'm almost positive I did not pick this up. So glad to get that for $1. Red X right there on the cover. Superman number 32. I just thought this was a really nice variant cover by N. Huck Lee. The cover B for Superman 32. Really iconic Superman, Superboy. And last but not least, Batman Black and White, issue 2, the Jock variant cover. And what is this, like a $5.99, $7.99 book or something? I don't even know what they charge for these anymore. I think it's $5.99, you know, because it's like a deluxe format book. But yeah, for $1, hard to beat that. So there you go. All those books I got at Red Pegasus Comics for $1 a piece for their 4th of July sale. Very happy to get those. All right, guys, that's going to do it. And that is probably going to be my last video for the week. But I'll be back next week with more stuff. I am trying to pick up some stuff tomorrow from a different shop. Stray Dogs came out with a 4th printing variant for issue 1 that looks like the poster for John Carpenter's The Thing. And I really, really want it, but apparently it's already selling for like quadruple cover. I hope that this other store I'm going to saved one for me. I don't know if they did or not. And then there's 3rd printings for Stray Dogs number 2, 3, and 4 that also look really cool, and I'm hoping to get those. So we'll see. Maybe I can track them down, maybe not. Yeah, that's going to do it for me. If you guys get a chance, check out bigfanboy.com. That's my website. Also DallasComicShow.com. And I'll go ahead and announce this here because why not? My first official guest for Dallas Comic Show, August 21st and 22nd, is the great Alex Saviuk. You guys know him, of course, from his artwork on Web Spider-Man, which he stayed on for many, many years. Also worked on Superman and a lot of other really cool books, Green Lantern. One of my favorite guys. I mean, I just love Alex Saviuk. He's a great guy. He's not doing just a ton of shows this year, so I'm really happy that he is making the trip out to Dallas. I cannot wait to see him, and we're going to try to do it up big for him. So yeah, Alex Saviuk's coming to Dallas Comic Show August 21st, 22nd, and that's just our first guest announcement. We'll have plenty more after that. But yeah, check out DallasComicShow.com for more information on that. And check out my movie news and review podcast, The Big Film Show, which is at BigFilmShow.com. We've got a new episode that just got uploaded where we talk about Fast 9, Black Widow, the classic movie Dirty Mary, Crazy Larry. If you've never seen it, with Peter Fonda, Susan George, awesome flick. Vic Morrow's in it. But yeah, that's at BigFilmShow.com. You can find that. And yeah, check out Black Widow this weekend, guys. If you haven't already done so, check out my Black Widow video. I'll see you on the next Mark's Comic Call, y'all. Please like and subscribe. Thanks, guys. Take care.